Hi, I'm Aqsa Taylor, Senior Director of Product Marketing at Abstract Security. In this video, I'd like to highlight 5 common bottlenecks that security teams face when designing their data strategy. Number 1, visibility, or gathering logs from all of your data sources. Of course, there's more growing data sources with different architectures, different workload types, microservices, different security tools, non-security tools, but that's not it. If you're directly integrating with your CMs, then maybe your logging platforms like XDR, CMs, and Source, etc., don't have connectors for all of your data sources. What adds on to this is the compromise that you might want to make yourself because you have a lot of noise in your data. So if you have data sources that have a lot of noise versus important information for threat insights, maybe they're lower down your priority for onboarding because onboarding in itself is a huge effort. So that's another problem why companies choose to compromise on visibility based on in effect of the logging costs and storage costs with these logging platforms. Second thing is data quality or the noise in data quality. When you have direct integrations with your CM platforms or XDR platforms, there is no real-time filtering that removes noise. Noise can be like redundant fields in the logs or events that are not really security related, more like internal service-to-service chatter. It can also be empty fields and logs that add to the volume, but again, not really useful. You may also have redundant telemetry coming from different data sources. All of this without aggregation on real-time streaming data adds to the noise. Third is the vendor lock-in, huge onboarding effort when you're directly integrating with these tools. You go through this huge onboarding effort, then you decide to try to move out of it or try to migrate into a new CM or a new XDR platform, and then you have to onboard all of these sources again directly one by one. So if you don't have a middle platform that decouples your data sources from data destinations, then you end up with huge dependency in point integrations that ultimately leads to being locked in with the vendor. Even if you do not want to stay with the vendor, it's just a huge migration cost to now try to work with another vendor, route all data, and then apply analytics and all the rules and learn a new query language, everything associated with that. The fourth problem is analytics on post-index searches. So if you don't have streaming analytics, you are applying the analytic rules, the threat enrichments from just so many different threat feeds that you may have after the data is already ingested into the platform, which means if you don't have good quality data, your queries may return results that are irrelevant, and then your security team has to sort through it and understand what critical alerts are actually important, what is just because of noisy data or pattern matching. All of this effort burden lies on you. A solution to this would be to apply those enrichments on real-time data with live streaming intelligence before the data is routed to your destinations. And the last bottleneck is storage. Most storage solutions out there treat all data the same way, which means you can have data that is not frequently queried, but is important for compliance purposes, stored with the same cost and same performance for data that is often queried for maybe analytics and reports like monthly, daily, weekly. So what happens is when you put all data together in the same tier, you have to either compromise on speed of those queries and responses on those queries or compromise on storage. So either you're paying for a fast processing disk to get faster responses, or you are paying for a cheaper disk for larger storage, but then the responses are going to be slow on those queries. So these are the 5 common bottlenecks that companies face, and these are the problems that a platform like Abstract can solve for you by being in between your data sources and data destinations, normalizing data, reducing noise, and essentially solving all these problems before it's routed to your destinations.